Welcome to Judy's Mind Body, and we're going to start with some Qigong. Inhale up, we're expanding in the body, and then we're going to contract down. This is triple burner. The idea of burning is simply exhaling down as slowly as possible through 3 energy centers: the head, the heart and lungs area, and the abdomen, which has lots of organs in it. So feel this slow, slow inhale and slow, slow exhale. I'm breathing in myself right now through the breath recommended by the American Lung Association after COVID, and it was to really funnel the breath as you inhale here. First the lips a little bit, and then funnel it as you exhale. That's a really good way to get connected to your mouth and throat breath here. So you can open and relax the jaw. Once you gotten beyond that, the suggestion is to inhale through the nostrils, the mouth as well, and then exhale through both if you can, or whatever works for you. And at the same time, you may feel that the breath is expanding at the abdomen area and contracting there as you exhale down. This is the essence of Qigong. It's an expansion process that lets us inhale and lengthen through the whole spine. So you can bring it up even higher, I like to. And then bring it down through those 3 dantians. And then begin to feel the energy moving from your head, heart, lungs, and down to the abdomen. And the energy starts to sink into the feet. Can you feel that? That's what you want to feel. A full connection through the whole body. We call this circularity, continuity, moving from the center, and finding inner awareness, finally, with this slow practice. You really can't think about anything else when you're doing this, right? One more of triple burner. Beautiful. Okay, so our next move generally that we do after this is Buddha picks up the earth. You start really above the shoulders here, but you're basically in what we call a cactus position in yoga. So you don't have to come way up here. You're just right about there. And you're going to come down, inhale first and exhale down outside here in this circle, and then inhale through the center body. Palms are facing up towards heaven, and push up the world into the sky on the exhale, and slowly feel that exhale all the way down. Buddha picks up the earth. And if your tongue starts to go to the upper palate, don't worry about it. That is the Qigong breath. You've relaxed your jaw. And the diaphragm starts to work with the breath, compressing the abdomen here, and then expanding the lungs here. And that pushes the diaphragm down, and then it comes back up on the exhale. Two more of Buddha picks up the earth and sends it into the sky. So that's really a lengthening process, an expanding process. Our next one is going to bring us into a linear process. So inhale at the rib cage and expand it out both ways, like you really add size here. Inhale. The accordion, and feet are in a V here so that you're really grounded through the earth. It's often called horse position. Breathe through your nostrils now and expand at your belly. See if that works. It's a slow, soft breath, but it's very, very expanding. Make sure you have water nearby when you get a chance to think about it. So if you get overheated, you can hydrate. Good. We're going to stop right here with the palms are facing. These are called like gong points when the palms are rounded like this, and they face each other. They're right in there, those points. Okay, now you're going to let those points face, and we're going to bring one hand down while the other hand moves up. This is heaven and earth. So right now, inhale with those points, and then bring one hand up over the head, flattening out the palm, and the other hand down, flattening the palm there, or right in front of the body, your choice. Or out there. Doesn't matter, really. Just make sure that there's a flattening there, because that's pressing into the earth, and this is pressing up towards heaven, and it extends your spine. You'll feel the rib cage here really extend. Inhale, center, and now bring the other hand up. Probably your left hand is up and your right hand is down. Breathe in the center. Change hands. Inhale here. Push up, push down. And one more of heaven and earth. Two lines of energy, one line up and one line down. Really extending your whole spine. All right, now this is something that I've been playing with, so I can't guarantee it's perfect yet, but the idea is it's a propeller. So you're going to extend out the arms in a T, and you're going to move like a spinal twist. So inhale here and move towards your right, twisting. Don't go any farther than feels comfortable to you. And then inhale to the left, back to center. And generally, when we do a spinal twist, we exhale this way. We exhale to twist. We inhale to lengthen. So think of that. Both things are happening. And this way. And what happens if we bring the palms up? How does that feel? Try it this way. Good. And then the other way. So there's a similarity in Hatha Yoga. For a spinal twist, we would perhaps bring the thumbs onto the hips first to make sure that you're lengthening through the spine. Pick up a bowl here. The palms are up, fingertips are up. And you're going to inhale first and then twist this way. And let your hip also twist. You can almost do a 180-degree turn here, but don't push it. Inhale back to center. Really only parrots do that. Inhale and go the opposite way. So spinal twists are really great for your spine. They're said to wring out the spine, all the tension we have there. There's a lot of nerves that come off the spine. So take it easy, but try it again a couple times. Good. Inhale, center. And exhale this way. And back to center. Very good. Let's shake it out. This is a Qigong move, believe it or not. As you start shaking from your feet, your ankles, all the way up through your calves and shins, and all the way up to your those things in the back of your knees, and then your thighs, and then your abdomen, your upper chest. And then you just get a little crazy here and go, woo, like you're some kind of a ghost. And that's actually good for us. Make some noise if you can in your place. Oh. And now let's slow it down. Good. So that's a little aerobic thing. So we switch back and forth from slow to fast because that's basically our lives anyway. All right, now we're going to tap down starting here at the chest. This is to open up the chi in the skin, fascia, blood vessels, muscles. It's really almost like a Tarzan move. So you can go, ah. Noise is good for us. And you're going to tap down the top of the arm all the way to the fingers and tap back up. And now go down the inside of the arm and back up it. And one more time so that we thoroughly get that arm. And then go across the chest, past the sternum area. And you're going to go down this other arm and back up. It's kind of good to have a little bit of a plan here. It's supposed to be kind of haphazard, but I decided, nah, I think I need to make this more of a practice that makes sense. Now you're going to come back to the chest and now fold forward from the hips and come down, flat back, and now come inside the legs down here to your feet. Whatever you can get around to, maybe your toes, if you can get there. You can bend your knees here if you like, I do. Come back up outside of the legs. We'll fold forward a couple more times. So this is really important. Fold forward with a flat back, because we're going to go into a Qigong move in a moment. And the idea is to create space between your body and your toes here. So if I'm kind of outside my toes here, and I bent my knees a little bit to do this, now I'm going to come back up on the inside. Tap the tummy, tap the buttocks. Yeah, we need those fanny pats. And now you're going to tap with, not tapping, but with a soft palm like this. Bring it around the kidney area. That releases any tension in your low back. And now go in front, right under the breast area. That whole area, your rib cage just does a curve here. So we need to make sure that we don't slide down like that. And that'll help us when we do our next move, which is the fountain. So starting up here, inhale, bring the backs of the palms together. You're going to fold forward from the hips, flat back, come all the way down if you can. Otherwise, just go as far as is comfortable. The backs of the palms are still together. And now when you're ready, inhale back up. Probably feet are in horse position. They are for me. I want to make sure I'm grounded all the time so I don't fall over. Inhale here. Maybe say, inhale and say, aha, because it's really a beautiful move to look up towards the heavens and then begin to fold forward from the hips. Back palms are there. And that's your fountain. You are the fountain. Inhale back up. And take a nice inhale, exhale. And one more of the fountain. Inhale and exhale down. And when you come up, come into Tadasana, mountain pose, with the palms forward and the spine lengthened and the shoulders back and down, big chest. Now check the spine in the back, because a lot of us tend to round here too much. You want to make sure that the abdomen is pulled in sometimes so that those muscles hold you up. And so if your fanny's doing this, bring it in. All right, good. Mountain pose. Head rolls. We're going to clasp the hands behind the back and push down on them to make sure that the shoulders are not coming up on us. You'll bring your chin to your chest, and you'll begin to roll the head this way towards your right and the other way towards your left. It's a complete circle, but you can make it as big or small as you like. Here's the inhale here. And here's the exhale as your ear moves towards your shoulder there. And then when you get to the center, just keep the chin towards the chest, your head's down, and you're going to go the opposite way. So we went to the right and around, and now we're going to go to the left and around. So inhale, ear to shoulder, and then around to the other shoulder. Just only keep it so it's comfortable for you. So smaller circles are fine. And when you reach the chin to the chest again, release, let it go, shake it out. Shoulder rolls, forward, up, back and down, breathing. This is how, I think you're all doing it right, but I just want to make sure that it's forward with the shoulders, then it's back. So you feel the shoulder blades roll down the back. Good, and now back, up, forward and down. Nice. Arms out in a T like we did before, only this time you're going to do circling forward and back, circling with the shoulders and arms, and making sure that the elbow is relaxed. All the joints will need to relax, and energy moves better through circles than it does through straight lines. Good. Now we just did this, the wrists also with this, the forearms, and the upper arms basically are part of it. And we're going backwards now like you're swimming on your back. And now we'll do some swimming. So you're going to do the crawl stroke. And get your legs involved too, so that you got a little bit of shifting here that's happening. Good, and come back to center. Breaststroke, inhale. Place the palms forward like this, arms out in a T here, elbows, and you're going to come, exhale here, inhale back, drop them. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Okay, shake it out again. Hips, forward, side, back, side. So now we're going forward, right, back, left. 4 points on your circle. And now just circle the hips, but don't miss any points. But keep the spine long, that helps. Good, now we're going to stop. We're going to go the opposite way. So we went that way, now we're going to go this way. Left, back, right. Concentric circles need to be always honoring both directions. Good. I think that's pretty nice. Bring the feet together. Come back up, lengthening through the spine. Fold forward from the hips, flat back. Take hold of the knees. Feet are together. Look forward. And now you're going to turn. Now let's turn. We did the right. Let's turn right first. Forward, left, back. Same thing as we honored with the hips. Good. Now go forward and we'll go the opposite direction. So forward, now to your left, back to your right, forward. Good. Now, if you can comfortably slide down your legs now, you're going to be extending at the knees here, but they're still soft. And you're going to come up slowly, taking your big palms like this and walking up the legs and walking up the body and walking down the arms, sort of like gorilla hands or something. I don't know. Good. And now just massage the hands. Good. And now massage down the arm. Send out any tension there. Go away. And the inside of the arm, same thing. And the other arm. And the inside of it. Good. That's great. Okay, let me see if I forgot anything. No, I didn't. That's amazing. Okay, we're going to go forward and back with a Tai Chi walk. Okay, so hands on your hips. You're going to shift side to side first. So this knee is bending over here a little bit, and there's energy into that leg. This leg is pretty straight. Yan on this side, yin over here. Just be aware of what's yan and yin. Yan leg is the one that you slightly bend. The other leg is the one that's mostly straightened, and that's yin. Masculine, feminine. When this leg bends, it's masculine, and this is feminine. They always exchange. So now we're going to drop down. We're going to shift into our right side to bring the left heel forward and just drop it there. Back foot's 45-degree angle to the front. And we're going to walk forward, heel, middle of the foot, front of the foot. Now shift into it totally and then release the other heel. Shift completely into that foot and now release the other heel. And it's very slow. It's the Tai Chi walk. Heel to toe. Good. Now going back, other leg will come toe to heel and then switch. You're giving equal air time to both feet. So good. That's great. Now we started with the left, so let's just do the right. That's fair. Shift down first. Rider on horse. Shift towards your left foot this way. The whole body moves. It isn't just a partly anything else. It's just everything moves this way except for that foot. And then you bring that foot forward. And you got heel. Sending the energy towards the toe and then the other heel. Same thing. And then you switch. And you can feel the energy move from the heel all the way to the front of the foot. It's so cool. Good. Now, once we get to the front here, let's stop this time, ground it. And you're going to go back on the opposite direction here. So now you're going to bring your and don't worry if you ever get on the wrong side, because there's no wrong or right here, because half the time I go wrong. And when you get back here, shake it out again. Woo! And we're solidly warmed up and ready to do Tai Chi Chih. So that's what I planned. It's just to start there and then move into Tai Chi Chih. 19 movements and one pose. Rocking motion, inhaling to the front of the feet, exhaling your energy back towards the heels, and the toes will rise in front. And now the heels rise in back. Now, at this point, I always love to feel that I've added a figure 8. That's bringing energy in a figure 8 pattern. Palms come up, and then at the top, they turn around and go back down. And you've got an 8. Look at the middle here. It's circling out, and then it's circling back, and then it's circling out again. So when you do that, you begin to feel the connection that we've made with our joints. It's so great. Here's the inhale. Even the fingers want to take the chi. They're starting to heat up. And this goes to 9. We'll go a little beyond 9 today as we get our first slowness practice going. Slowness, continuity, circularity, and moving from the center and moving towards inner awareness. All your body parts start to work together, your breath, your mind, and your movement. Sink it into the earth. Bring your feet into a V for bird flaps its wings. Inhale here to lengthen the body. And this will be a sinking and rising process. This is your rising, this is your sinking. As you drop down, your back heels will lift. Inhale to rise. Exhale to sink. The bird is on the edge of the branch and ready to fly when there's one wrist circle forward here. And last one, 3 times 3 move. And inhale back to rise. Bring the feet out into a bigger V. And we're going to do a full grounding practice here. So inhaling to the chest, your heart and lungs area, middle dantian. Exhale down. To your head, your third dantian or energy area. And exhale down through the other 2, through your heart and lungs, and then to your abdomen. And now up to the trees. That would be 4. Each time you're slowly bringing in the relaxation response on the exhale. 5, even up towards the sun, but not quite where we release the upper back yet. But now I would think now we're ready. Inhale all the way up here to the sun and then to the stars. Slight back bend of the upper spine. Use your abdominal muscles to stabilize yourself. And exhale slowly back through all the other points. In gratitude to the sun. And our next move will be around the platter. You're going to first look at your weight shift side to side, shifting to the right, shifting to the left as one knee bends here and one knee bends there. The other leg will straighten. And now stabilize here on your right side and release your left heel forward. Around the platter will be at your sternum area right here as it starts out inhaling from the heart. And moves in a circle to exhale back to the heart. And it's in chest high water. That's just an idea here. That if you think of the water, you might feel the energy coming through the fingertips. Which are end points for the circulation of the chi, those in the toes. Connect it all. Two more. Around the platter in chest high water. Release that left foot back in. Single grounding between sides. We next go to the right side. So shift to the left. Release your right heel. Around the platter will come outside that right knee and then back to the outside of the back knee, in a sense, at least metaphorically. And you're simply going forward and back with your weight shift. So we really don't follow the arms. They do their own pattern. So that's hard for a lot of us to get, but you're not doing much with your pelvis at all. It's just going forward and back, if that helps. But the arms make a circle here. Almost like an old-fashioned pizza platter, the circle ones. You can even imagine bringing your fingers through some tomato sauce here, if you like. And one more here on your right side. Good. Bring the foot back in on that side. Sink it through the earth. We can double the grounded or however many times we want to. Let's just do double. And the next is a variation of around the platter. It's a around the platter variation. The variation is this, that you shift towards your right, bring your left forward, and then you're picking up a ball of energy that looks kind of like this at your shoulder and releasing it outside your heart area. Nice. Breathing in, breathing out here. See if you can keep it all right about at your sternum area here. So it's fairly about there, but we all have different heart areas because we're not all the same size. So whatever it is for you, you'll know. And last one of around the platter variation on your left side. Bring the foot in. Inhale to the heart. Exhale down to the abdomen. Rest momentarily on globes of energy right here. That's your low dantian place, right opposite the hips there. And in the center. Shift towards your left. This foot will get pretty straight and loose and not much weight in it. And now drop it forward, just the heel. Around the platter variation, your right side. Nice. So here's our inhale here. There's something about that ball of energy, then it just completely disappears in the chest high water, right opposite the heart. Three more, coming to 9. Last one. Beautiful. Bring the feet back into horse position. Inhale up to the heart, exhale down. And this time we will take it higher, take it to the head on the inhale. Slowly extending our breath on the exhale here. Bring it up even higher now. And you should begin to feel like the spine really elongates here, all the way to the crown of the head, which is the back of the skull. There's a thread up to heaven there. And a lot of imagination to feel these things, but this actually brings you a lot of energy and joy when you get into it, because it's moving meditation. And let's do one more. Let's slightly back bend the upper spine here. You might want to tuck in the abdominals there to support yourself. And exhale back down slowly. And we're going to shift now towards your right this way to bring your left heel forward for bass drum. And you are the drum. You're the outside here. This is the outside rim of that drum. It comes up on the inhale. And here's the exhale as it moves around your body. The elbows come back with the hips on the exhale. Two more. Very nice. Bring that left foot back. Inhale to ground it through the earth. Shift it towards your left. Release your right. And begin your bass drum on the right side. Beautiful. So it's just about now. It used to be a little bit later when we got in synchronicity, but now we're really getting into it earlier, which is a good sign that we're all breathing together. Here's your inhale. And as you come back away from me, that's your exhale. It's like the synchronicity of being in a chorus where everybody breathes together. Here's your inhale. And there's your exhale. And almost like a phrase in music, this is a long inhale and a long exhale, which would be when you're singing. And last one on your right side of bass drum. It would be like this. If you did breathe in, O sole mio, always the sound is on the exhale. Okay, so Zoom doesn't let me do that, but you can really feel at least part of a solo on that slow exhale. Yeah, the inhale breath is important, but the exhale is where you would be singing on top of it. And double ground it. We finished the right side. Now we're going to shift to the right. Bring your left heel forward. And you're going to come to daughter on the mountaintop, where your left hand is close to the heart, and there's two circles here. And when the palms cross at the wrists, the left hand moves behind to the right. So you might even play with this like you're going to clap and then just bring the left hand behind. You'll feel a change of energy there. Let them almost face and then bring the left one behind. Feel a little warmth kind of, or tingle, whatever. Or maybe not, but I do after many years of doing this. Oh, this is cool. Whoa. Two more. Last one on your left side. Then you bring that foot back, ground it in horse position, single grounding on the inhale, exhale. Shift towards your left side to bring your right heel forward. The back foot will already be at that angle that you need, and the front foot will be coming right out from your hip. And now we're doing daughter on the mountaintop. It's like you're going over two mountains and coming down through the Central Valley. Here's the tops of the mountains up here. And here's that Central Valley when you cross the palms at the heart. Those of you who hike the mountains of San Francisco or anywhere else, if you feel the energy of this is really the energy of coming down a mountain slowly, right? Through the trail and going up. You're at the top, and then you're suddenly at the bottom on this. It would take a long more time than that, but the idea is you're going over these mountains, and then you're bringing that left hand back down to come through to make a central trail, really, all the way through to the abdomen on the exhale. And it's a heart shape. Last one of daughter on the mountaintop. We finished the right side when we ground here. And double ground it, because we're working with energy here. And next will be daughter in the valley. You'll shift towards your right. You'll release your left heel. And you'll start the grounding process right here, inhaling. Up the central trail, and then seeing the tops of the mountains are here. We're going to look at the view down. As you exhale back. If your fingers are getting it all tight, you might want to just move them a little bit. That releases any tension. You want no tension in the fingers or the palm. The fingers start to separate a little bit. That's good. Two more on your left side. Beautiful. Bring the leg back. Your left leg comes back. Sink it into the earth. Let's do a double grounding, even though we're between sides, because we're starting to get a little bit more chi going, and you need to ground it thoroughly. And now we're going to shift towards the left, release the right. We'll start up here on top of the mountains. We're going to come down through the valley on the inhale. Forward, and the exhale is back when you're looking down. Wow, what a view we had. Three more. Breathe into the nostrils, release the jaw, bring your tongue to the upper palate. See if that works for you. And last one, little inner smile helps. Bring the foot back in and double ground it. And we are going to take a moment to hydrate here. So I hope you have your water nearby. We're going to walk over in your space to your right side. This is carry the ball to the side. And if you don't have a big wide space like I do across a rug here, you can always make your ball not go as far. Wind up on your right side here. Release your left heel. Maybe look over towards this wall. That always gets you started. Then you want to wind up with that hip a little bit. And then shift. Carry the ball to the side. And on the third shift, bring in your right leg. Exhale to ground. Wind up here. Release this outside leg, your left, and move towards it 3 times. And then bring in the outside foot. Inhale and then exhale to sink. Wind up, and you're in a little bit of a crouch position here. So it's like this rather than like this. So crouch down. This will be the second carry here. 3 times 3. So that's 2. And on 3, we bring in the outside leg. Lengthen to inhale. Sink to exhale. Wind up. And do our last carry this way, and we'll be going back a couple times. So noticing that it's going to give us the noble number of 9 here. There's 3 in each carry. Now we wind up this direction, release the right heel, and move side to side. On the third side here, bring in that foot, sink to exhale. You're in a little crouched position here, bringing your buttocks or your tail or seat, whatever you want to call it, and wind up again and go. And wind up again, one more. Each carry has 3 shifts. Good. Now we'll carry the ball to this back to the left. So wind up to the right, release the heel, and move across. And let the wrists go here a little bit. So it's been described as moving through seagrass. So do you feel like your hands are seagrass? It's kind of nice to feel like they're totally loose. And one more. Ah, that was beautiful. Now we're shortly going to move to another shifting forward and back process. So you might want to find where you want to be in your space to be able to comfortably do that. And then when you find that space, let's do a couple side to side shifts to make sure we can go back to the front back shift. And now you're going to shift to your right, release your left. And we inhale first for this is push pull, pushing the palms, the heel of the hand down, fingertips come up, the palms turn at the wrists, and you're bringing the energy back to the heart. So this is your exhale in this circle, and this is your inhale back. It's a beautiful circle here. It moves out from your heart. And then it moves back to your heart on the inhale. And you're shifting forward on the exhale and shifting back on the inhale. So it's different from the other front back shifts because normally we inhale forward. This is an exhale and then an inhale back to the heart. So it's also called giving and receiving energy from the heart to the heart. Push, pull. Really feel your nostrils here. Last one on your left side of push, pull. Bring that heel back. Inhale to ground it singly through the earth. To shift to your left, to release the right heel. Inhale first, and now exhale. Be conscious of this circle we're making. Down and up. Notice how the slowness is slower than it was. It's because we're connecting our chi, much more grounding now. And last one on your right side of push-pull. Now we can double ground it. We finished the right side. Bring it to your heart. Sink it down on your exhale towards your abdomen. Inhale it up towards your head. And you'll notice next time the elbows will really extend. We're going to bring it higher than that. And slowly exhale down. As if you're sleepwalking. Good. Now we're going to shift to the right. We're going to bring our left heels forward. And we'll be pulling in the energy. This time the palms are up. They're right at the sternum. Inhale out here. And exhale back to the heart in a circle. So here we go around a circle and then we come back without actually using our hips to move with the circle. So we're just moving forward and back with the hips. But the hands know their own pattern. Pulling in the energy from the farthest star in the universe. Or if you've seen the moon this week, it's glorious. It's been so clear at night. Just take a look sometime and try this one move outside. See what you think. Last one on your left now. Draw the foot back in. Inhale, just sink the energy down towards the earth and your feet. Shift over to the left and begin to prepare for pulling in the energy. Wrong move. And you're going to go outside the sternum area here, back to it on the inhale. This is an inhale forward and an exhale back, pulling in energy from the farthest star through the fingertips. That would be an inhale, and this would be the exhale. This is the energy you're pulling in, and this is the energy that already we have as you move back with your circle. So reach out and bring it back from the most distant star. One more here. Beautiful. Bring the foot back in now. Your right foot just came back to come to a graceful conclusion of those two moves, push-pull and pulling in the energy. And now we're coming to the taffies. The first is our primary taffy. This is basic taffy. You might want to get another little bit of sip of water because we've been going slow. Good. Now our feet are in a V again, right around horse. For the taffies, there's four of them. One is the primary, is the first one we do, basic taffy. Your left hand will come under the right elbow. Your left heel will come out, and you're going to pull the taffy towards your left. The left hand was underneath the elbow, and that made it the invite hand. Now the right hand is underneath the elbow, and that's inviting you to the right. Beautiful. And we have to remember to ground between each of these. The taffies probably have the most energy, so grounding is the most important here. Remember to breathe. And we'll do two more now, one towards your right. And one with the invite hand bringing you to your left. Good. And we'll double ground that. That's our basic taffy. We have now 3 variations. Our first variation is anchor taffy. You anchor your right leg, this one, and bring the left heel forward. And taffy is affected by the fact that your left hand is underneath and it's pulling and opening your hips. And then it moves you, because it's the invite hand, to your left. And then we just switch. One foot stays anchored and back. It doesn't move. That's why it's called anchor taffy, like an anchor of a boat. And now it's as if you pull the boat into shore and that foot comes in. And now you switch. Other leg goes forward. If you ever need to return to center, like I just did then, you can just do a longer open grounding, and that'll bring you back to center. So I'll show you what I mean right now. Okay, I'm going to go forward. When I get there, I'm going to stop and have my feet in a wider V, and then I can get farther over here. It's just a way you can correct yourself if you need. Especially if you teach your best friend. Oh, you can try this. And we'll make this the last one, okay? This is anchor taffy, and we're going to draw the boat to shore. Beautiful, double ground it. And let's ground it again. Our next taffy is circles taffy, and it looks like this. You come down like drops of water and on the third drop of water, you shift over here and pull the taffy this way. Okay, but all in with that, we have a sinking rising that you'll catch right away. All right, sinking and rising. Ready? Left hand under and pull to the left. And bring your outside foot in to inhale and sink. Circles taffy, a little bit like jump roping. On the third one, we're going to wind up, pull the taffy, inhale to rise and sink to exhale. And then we wait a second here and then we go again. May as well make it fun, right? Inhale to rise, sink to exhale, and then we go. Ready? Right hand under, pull it to the right. Sink to rise on the inhale. Rise in the inhale, and now sink to exhale. And now we begin. Yes. Left hand under. Rise to inhale. And last one. Left hand under. We're moving to end at this left side where we began. Double ground it. Make sure you take a really good inhale here. And a really good exhale slowly. Because we're moving into perpetual motion taffy with heel step. And it keeps going for a while. Well, maybe we better do another grounding. Let's go up higher. And slowly bring it down. We haven't done that for a while. This extends the spine and it really expands your belly on the inhale. Slight back bend, double spine. Use your abdominal muscles if you need to ground yourself. And exhale slowly down. Now we're ready for perpetual motion taffy with heel step. And then the heel step is like this. You're going to shift over here and then release the heel and drop through to the foot. And then the other heel and drop through to the foot. And then this heel. Yeah. So you're flexing the foot here before you drop it. It drops right on the heel, sends the energy all the way to the toes. And it really helps you ground this whole perpetual motion taffy, which looks like this. You're going to bring your left hand under and the right hand will be, let's see, okay, like this. It's the heart protector move. So as you move down the arm and the other arm, it switches from one side to the other. So we've been talking about it like you've got a cat here and the cat jumps over there. And each time you pet the head of the cat, and then you pet the other head of the cat over there. If you have two cats, if you have one, maybe the cat really jumps from one to the others really fast. So anyway, that's your perpetual motion taffy. Here we go. Sink. Nice, that looks beautiful now. Somehow the cats helped. Cats always help. We just have to make sure we don't crouch over too much with our backs. So keep the spine long from the tailbone up to the crown of the head. And last one of perpetual motion taffy. All three variations come to a graceful conclusion. Let's bring the energy to the heart on the inhale. Exhale down. Bring it higher to the head. Exhale down. And let's bring it all the way up here towards the trees. Our high eucalyptus, maybe. Or the pines. All the way up here. And then slowly down to ground it thoroughly. Our tappies are done, and we're moving into working the pulley. You'll shift to your right, bring your left hand forward. Your right hand will be underneath the hip here, and you're going to do a diagonal cross. Keep hip, knee, and ankle moving in the same direction if you're going to do the diagonal here. So you'll need to probably slide on your back, in your front heel, and slide on the back ball of the foot. Because it's still a forward back shift. It's just at a diagonal that moves the energy across a little bit. Nice, good. For those of you doing this for maybe the third time in some cases, you're doing great. And those of you that really know it, it's such a help to have you here. Thank you. Because all of our energy is dependent on each other. All right. One more of these. Good. Let's bring that left foot in. Inhale and sink it. Shift it now towards your left side. Your weight is into this leg now. Bring your right heel forward. And now this right hand is going to come up from the heart. Your left hand will be under the hip, almost like your swim move that we did with the Qigong. You might want to think about that now. We were crossing the body well with that, but we can bring some of that idea of the crawl stroke in, and it helps. And last one here on your right side. Inhale to sink it through the earth. We'll double ground it. We've now finished all the taffies and working the pulley. And now we're coming to light at the top of the head, light at the temple. Feet are in a V, sinking and rising. Inhale up, bringing the palms over the crown of the head at the back of the skull. Feet in a V and sink and rise 3 times. Use your exhale. Good. Now circle the palms. This is for the Tao. It's the opposites that we're playing with here, massaging the Tao. Hold it. Lots of energy there between the palms. And sink and rise again. And this time, after the third one, after this third inhale, you drop the energy out on the exhale all the way down. Bring it up towards the heart with your left hand above. Sink it down. Bring it to your temples, light at the temple. Prepare the feet in a V to sink and rise. And let it go. Now hold the energy there for a moment. Feel it. And now circle it. Hold it again. Prepare to sink and rise. Inhale and exhale. And let it go. 3 times. Now let it go. Into the earth, back to your heart with your left hand. And bring your feet into a V that'll be comfortable for joyous breath. Let's first double ground this a couple times. Joyous breath is our most yang or masculine move, and it should be fun. It should be joyous. So are we ready? Let's go. Inhale up to the balls of the feet and release your heels and sink down 4 times. Sink the heels. 2 more cycles of 4. Drop. Last cycle of 4. Now really slow grounding because we're going to move into passing clouds. So we need to really make sure that we're back to softness and circularity. And moving from the center will be easy after all this. So let's ground it a little bit more now. Inhale. That's good. Now bringing your right hand up over here and your left hand to face the ground, feet in a V, passing clouds, shifting side to side. And in his last years, Justin Stone brushed the elbow. So I think that's a nice touch. It gives you a little bit of forward back shifting in the side to side. And last one here. Bring the foot in and prepare for the 6 healing sounds. Your left hand, your left foot. For heart is ho. For spleen is hu, hu. For liver is tsu, tsu. For lungs is sh. For triple heater is shi. And the last one is for the kidneys, and it's chui. Ho, heart. Hu, spleen. Hu, liver. Sh, lungs. Sh, triple heater. Kidneys. Chui. Su is the next. Tsu. Sh is the next. Sh. Sh. Chui is for the kidneys. Chui. Heel step. Circling the energy of yin and yang, yang and yin, and coming to cosmic consciousness pose. Your left heel to your right ankle bone. Come into the tree. Inhale here, bring the left hand close to the heart. Even out your elbows. Left hand is behind the right. Looking over the window of eternity and through it. Interlacing the fingers, bringing them overhead in gratitude for thousands of years of Qigong and 6 centuries of Tai Chi and the work of Wenshan Wang and Justin Stone a little before 1974. In gratitude to everyone who comes today, thank you so much. We honor each other here. Great job.